Both banks of the Mekong River are high. To see over the edge you must stretch your neck. Collecting water from the river and bringing it over the banks is very dangerous. The stairs are slippery like wax. The work makes one sweat from head to toe. There is lots of suffering and lots of pain from collecting water. This is the life of either side of the Mekong River. This is a translation of a piece entitled The Banks by a poet named Asani Ponlachan, which displays the images of the Mekong River. Both of the banks reflect the image of the life along the Mekong River, which goes through Thailand and Laos. Although these days the Mekong River divides the two countries, it wasn't always so. The Mekong River splits the land of both countries, but it cannot split the relationship and culture that link together their ways of life, culture and traditions of all who live on its banks. In the northeast region, there were many independent states. Those were the basin end of the Mekong Chi Moon River, called Jen La, the basin of the middle of the Moon River, where Panom Wan, Pi Mai and Panom Rung were located. The basin of the beginning of the Moon River was Si Jana Sat. Both banks of the Mekong River, or Vientiane, are called Sikotabun in the legend. First, the Urang Kata legend says that the Buddha left his footprints on both banks of the Mekong River. An oracle had predicted that Kassapa and the Nagas had helped build the pratat to contain the Buddha's rib bone at Kapanakiri, otherwise known as Pukampra. As such, this place has become a religious site. The seer also predicted that Sikotabun state, under Pakse Bongphai, the north boundary of Laos, would move from the left bank to the right one where the forest is. When Sri Kotabun did eventually change to the other side of the river, it changed its name to Marukanakhon. In the second legend, Prayasikot was an extremely powerful person who could wield a huge log to kill millions of wild elephants. And so the land of Vientiane changed its name to Langchang Kingdom, or the Land of the Million Elephants. While Tawarawati Kingdom was powerful amongst Sawanapum, the two banks of the Mekong River built the new kingdom called Srikotbun Kingdom. Prayakotbun was the lord of this kingdom. The important cities were Vientiane, Nonghanluang, Marukanakhon, Lanchang Romkhao, also now known as Luang Prabang. In the early Ayutthaya era, Phang Ngom had established Vientiane as the capital city of the Laotian kingdom. Chaichet Tirat was the king of the Lanna kingdom. He eventually married the princess of Lanchang and reigned over the Lanna Lanchang kingdom. The king at this time built the infamous Si Song Rak Chedi to be the symbol of the relationship between the Lanna Lanchang and Ayutthaya. Now, the Chedi can be found in Dansai district, Loi province. The considered boundary is at the northeast of the Siam kingdom. At the west and north of the People's Democratic Republic of Laos, it was thought that the capital city was at Nakhon Phanom, but had been moved to the new capital city called Marukanakhon. Now it is around Ta Kek city, which is opposite Muang Nakhon Phanom. There is evidence indicating that both banks of the rivers were the same state, not separated by the Mekong River. People had a strong belief in Buddhism. Some people in this area had their main occupation in agriculture, but others did trading. The transportation or shipping by water aided in this. Roads were also constructed for land transportation. An important ancient Chedi is Pratat Phanom in Nakhon Phanom province. This is considered to be the sacred place for Buddhists. The local people built an above-ground tunnel with 4 5-meter-high gates around the Chedi. This housing contained the Buddha's bones. So he helped renovate the Chedi once again by making it 47 meters high. Unfortunately, the Chedi fell down on the 11th of August 1975 at 7:30 p.m. Most of the Chedi was destroyed. Later, however, the fire department renovated the Chedi once again in 1979. The Mekong River flows between two countries, and yet the two cultures are inseparable. The ways of life, culture, literature, and craft show us that the area has one distinct cultural identity. Both traditions of Thailand and Laos are almost the same, such as the Head Sip Song Duan Pawed Lai Ruafai, which is the floating and fireship festival. Other examples include the Boang Suang Bu Cha Me Nam Kong, which is the Mekong River worship. Also Naga worship, Patat Temple, and the worship of the holy spirits of the town. These all reflect the beliefs and ways of the people who live on both banks of the Mekong River. These people have helped each other develop these traditions over centuries.